Hey everybody, this is Chris from Wallowa Hikes. Today we're going to talk about hydration. So while you're out there, you're going to need to drink water, and you're going to need a way to carry that, and you're going to need to be able to make it safe to drink. Now, growing up, my grandparents took me out in the woods a lot, and we would just drink out of the streams and never got sick. But as time's gone on and more people are getting out there, there are dangers to drinking directly out of the streams and lakes. Having said that, you may drink out of a stream without filtering the water and not get sick, but it happens. A lot of people spent their whole lives, never got sick from drinking out of a stream. Other people, one time. The danger is mostly Giardia, which gets into your stomach and causes terrible, terrible diarrhea and cramping. Usually the onset of that is several days, a week after it enters you. And it's pretty miserable. So while you're out there, you're going to want to filter your water. At least I highly suggest that you do. And in order to do that, you're going to need a water filter. There's all kinds of water filters out there. We'll take a look at what I have. You can shop around, take a look. And you're going to need something to carry water. There's lots of options for that. You can get an Nalgene bottle. We have aluminum water bottles. Most people, myself included, use smart water bottles, the 1 liter bottles you buy at the grocery store or the gas station. They're durable, they hold water, they're super light, and they cost a couple of bucks. There's also options for using like water bladders with a little bite tube. I don't personally care for those. That's something you can look into. I can show you one later. But really, starting out, get a couple or 3 smart water bottles. That's going to work for you. The great thing about the smart water bottles is the threads on the top fit perfectly with a lot of the water filters. They fit with the Sawyer water filters. And so you can screw your water filter onto that, drink directly out of it, or you can screw it onto a bag that fills with water. The Sawyer filters do come with those. The ones that come with those are terrible. I've broken 2 of them. The first time was a little alarming because then I didn't have a bag to put the dirty water into, and had to use one of the 2 bottles I had for dirty water. So you can either bring a smart water bottle for just dirty water. What I specifically have done in the past is I'll go pick up 3 smart water bottles. And there's different varieties you can get, and one of those has a black label and a black cap on it. So I would use that for dirty water, and then the blue lid, white label ones for clean water, so I could tell the difference and not get those mixed up. Recently, I've moved to a bag to hold water, not the ones that came with the Sawyer Squeeze filter, but and it's great. I'll show you that too. But you can just use 1 water bottle, fill with dirty water, filter into another, or you can, with the water filter on there, you can drink directly from the filter. So let's take a look at some options for water filters. Now, I personally exclusively use Sawyer, so that's what we're going to show you today, but you can shop around. There's Katadyn, BeFree, there's several different types of water filters. In the old days, we had pump filters. Those are slow, heavy. I had one. When the Sawyer Mini Squeeze came out, I jumped on that, and that worked pretty well. Anyway, let's take a look. So first up, what I have here is the Sawyer Mini filter. the Sawyer Mini Squeeze filter. You're going to find this one at Cabela's, at Walmart. It's everywhere. This is the first filter I got after having the pump filter, and it works really well, a lot faster. So on one end, you have the threads. These are the ones that fit on your smart water bottle or on different bags. So you're going to screw that on. If you use the bag it comes with, it screws right on there. On the other end, and you can see this is very clear, that's the flow. So dirty water on this side, and your water's going to be coming out of here. All you do is you just squeeze either your bag or your water bottle with your dirty water on this side, and it's going to come out this side. Now, as you can see, not huge, so it's not super fast, but it works really well. Now, another option from Sawyer that I picked up, which is fairly new, this is the Sawyer Micro. So this weighs less than the big one, a tiny bit more than the Micro, I believe, but the flow rate is faster. And again, on this side, this screws right onto your bag or the bottle, smart water bottle that you're using. You can screw that on here and then drink directly through there. This also has threads on this end for various reasons. One of those reasons is to cap this off. So it comes with this, keeps it from getting dirty, and you can flip it open and then just drink out of there or filter through. Works pretty well. Another accessory, just this plain cap, just to keep it clean so nothing gets in there. Weighs next to nothing. And we've got another one here. And this you can actually put onto a tube if you have some kind of a water bladder. So you could drink through the tube. So, Sawyer Micro. Now, my personal favorite is the Sawyer Squeeze. This is the original. It is fantastic. Weighs a little bit more, marked with the flow, just like the other ones. The flow rate on this is super fast compared to other filters. So you're not sitting there squeezing for as long. It's totally worth the trade-off in weight as far as I'm concerned. So again, on this end, this screws right onto the bag that it comes with, or a bag that you buy yourself, or a smart water bottle if you're going to use one of those for the dirty water. On the other end, this is where the water comes out. And so you're going to filter into your bottles or whatever you're using to carry water. And to make it easier, has this little coupler. Now, if you screw this onto here, screw this onto your bag or your dirty water bottle, you can screw this with the coupler onto your smart water bottle, and that's going to keep it in place. You're not going to have to hold it and worry about that. So this is a really great system. This is what I use. I absolutely love it. I suggest using this, but you can shop around. There's other options out there. An accessory that comes with all of the Sawyer filters is this syringe, and this is for back flushing. So what happens out there is you're filtering dirty water through your water filter, right? And you get sediment and particles in there, and those are caught inside the filter. Now, sometimes that's going to make it gum up a little bit. It's going to start flowing slower. So in order to counter that, they provide you with this syringe. And the idea is that you're going to take the syringe and you're going to back flush. So you take your clean water, and this goes into the out part here. And then we just push it through. And we're going to do this several times. This gives a lot of force, and it's going to start flowing better after you do that. Now, generally, I haven't brought this.
because it's a little bit of weight. Sometimes you end up not using it. Having said that, I have taken the micro out, and after a while, the flow rate was really, really slow, and it took forever. So to backflush that, you'd want to bring this. An alternate to that is that if you buy a smart water bottle, one of the smaller ones with the sport cap on it, you can screw that right on to your clean water, put it up against here, and shoot back through to backflush as well. I've had pretty good results with that, but Sawyer claims this works a lot better. So it doesn't weigh a ton. You're going to be in a bad predicament if your water filter stops flowing. So you want something to backflush.
So once you've chosen a water filter, that's what you're going to use out in the field, and you're going to take your dirty water and filter it into clean water. Now, when I say dirty water, that's not to say you're going to be having gross cow pie water. It just means that it's water that hasn't been filtered. It may be crystal clear, but we're filtering it just so that you don't get any bacteria or Giardia. You don't want that. So try it out once you get it, and remember to backflush while you're out there. An important part of water filters is that you don't let them freeze, because that is going to expand any water that's inside of them, and that's going to ruin the filter, and you're not going to know that. So keep it out of freezing. If you are sleeping in freezing weather, keep it in your sleeping bag with you. So what's it look like when you filter water? Well, you're going to find a water source out there, a creek, a lake, a stream, and you're going to scoop up some water. If it's a stream, just put your bottle down there. If that's what you're using for dirty water, let it flow in there. Scoop it up, and that's then going to go into and through your water filter into your clean container. Something I've started using recently is the Canuck Vecto water bag. This is way, way better than the bags that come with the Sawyer Squeeze filters. I have burst 2 of those and then stopped using them and just started going with the smart water bottle for dirty water. But I got this last year. This is fantastic. It's made in Portland, Oregon, my neck of the woods. So the idea of this is that we've got this little clip here. It slides off, right? Open it up. Scoop your water into this, fill it up, hold it back, and you can seal it back up with this, so no water's coming out here. On this end, we have the same threads that you have on a smart water bottle. So this fits directly on here perfectly. And from here, you're just going to squeeze the water out. It's going to go through here. If you put that coupler on here, you can attach your smart water bottle so it's all one piece and you don't have to worry about tipping anything over. And you're just going to squeeze that through and repeat. This works really great. I can see using this forever. So worth picking one of these up. You can use the bags that come with the Sawyer Squeeze. Be prepared for those to break and have a backup plan. So once you've got a filter and some smart water bottles or whatever you're using, you'll be able to hydrate, and that's important. And you're going to do a lot of hiking, and you're going to do a lot of sweating, and it's important to think about electrolytes. So something I've started taking is electrolyte powders, and there's all kinds of them out there. These are going to be really helpful, just like Gatorade is helpful to you after a workout. Element, I got a pack of these. I've tried these. They taste a little salty. Salt's important, and they come in different flavors. These are fantastic. They make a big difference. Some other options, we've got the Drip Drop. I haven't tried these yet, but these I got at Pacific Crest Trail Days, so those are worth a try. You can also get tablets. Noon hydration. So these do the same thing. Pure Kick, another option. And then some that you can get at a grocery store. These are Liquid IV. Know that most of these are pretty expensive. But I've been using these at least 1 or 2 a day while I'm out on the trail, and it does seem to make a difference. But oh, hello. Say hi. But again, they're expensive. As long as you're drinking water, you're good. But think about the electrolyte packets. Now, if you don't want to use water bottles, you can get a hydration pack. Those have bladders in them. I'm going to show you one of those. I personally think they're pretty high maintenance. I'm not a big fan, but that's an option for you. So I'm going to show you one of those. So if you decide to go with a water bladder, most of the big backpacks are going to have a sleeve in there for that. So you can purchase that separately. At one point I did buy this hydration pack. And it's a pretty small backpack. I did take this in slot canyons in Utah. I'm not a big fan. You have to clean them out later. They're just kind of a pain. But if we are to take a look at this, we have this little bite tube here. And that's how you get your water, so you don't have to keep grabbing your water bottles. So I guess that's kind of handy. So inside here is that water bladder. So you're going to be filling this up. This one in particular latches on with some Velcro. And so this is your water bladder. You fill this up and slide it in the pack, and that's your water. So that's an option. You can explore that. That's something you can look for. Not what I prefer. Smart water bottles, and you're good. So that's pretty much what you need to know about hydration. So get you some smart water bottles and get you a filter. And that's really all you need. But as you saw, there were some options there. So that's what I've got for you today. Get your water filter. That's one less piece you need. We'll keep doing these until you got the stuff you need to get out there overnight. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.